Right now, we want to continue, but before we going to continue with the rest of the page, I want to correct some things here in this section. So there's a space between the edge of the page and the first logo, so we need to add that to our design. So I'm going to click on the group logos here, and I'll go to give it a left padding of, let's say, let me check. Okay, sorry, that's 500. Let's say 50, or let's say 100 pixels. Then to the right as well, 100 pixels. Yeah, so now we have a space uh, between the edge of the page and the first logo. And as well, I want to centralize this. I want to, this Spotify logo is jumping up, so let me put it in the middle. I'm going to, with the vertical alignment should be centered here. And this as well, this also should be centered. This should be centered as well. And let me center this as well. This looks centered already, but let me put it as center as well. Then for Netflix as well, so centered, so they are all centered and looking, they are all now on, like, looking straight. Yeah, so to the next on the list, what we have next is this is supposed to be a video, but for now it's supposed to be a link to a video, but we are going to be downloading this asset to add to our page. Then we can add the link to a video later, perhaps through YouTube or any other link to a video. So I'm going to export this container as PNG, and I'm going to add it to our design. So our index page now, there's no more space, so I'm going to click on this index page. That is, if we look at this elementary, the index page is the home page, so it is what contains the nav bar, the hero section that we designed, and the group logos. So we are going to have the next section of the page now, but the space is not enough, so I'm going to add more to this space. I'm going to make it, let me make it 2000, so that way I have more space for now to design. So I'm going to add this now, but firstly I'm going to create a group. I'm going to create a group. So here's a group. The group jumped up, so I'm going to bring it down. Yeah, down. Yeah, so this group F. So let us name this group video. And I'm going to make it column, or let me make it row. All right. So the width, I'm not going to make it a fixed width. All right. So I'm going to add the image for now. The image that we just downloaded, the container image. All right. So there we have it. Let me check the size of this in the Figma. The width is 1596 and the height is 790. All right, so but I'm not going to set our width to that because it will be more than the size of our page. So the size of our index page is 1080. 1080, but I think we can increase this to, let's say, 1400. 1400. All right, this image, now we can set the layout, the minimum width, we can make it, let us keep the aspect ratio fixed. All right, now the minimum width set here is 397. Let us make the maximum width something like 1200. 1200, and the minimum width to 0. The minimum width to 0. All right, so let me make the vertical alignment center. And now I'm going to click on the group to position the image well to the center. Right, so we can always replace this with a video later on, later in the project. So this is serving as a placeholder for now. All right, so here we have our image inside the group container, and at the minimum width we have to set it to 0 so that it can be responsive, and and the maximum width can be set to infinity. So we are going to check the responsiveness later though. Right, so but we need to create space between this group and this one. So we are going to click on this group video and give it a top margin of, let's say, probably 100 or 110. All right, 110 looks good. Spacing looks good enough. So there we have it, and we are moving on to the next section of the page. As we can see here, that this is the benefit aspect, and we are going to design this now in the next lesson. Thank you.